there's Debbie with the Pick and Coop Farmstead, and I'm kind of stuck in the house today because it's snowing / grappling outside. Luckily nothing is sticking yet. I'm pretty excited about that. But today what I'm going to be doing is time to pot up some more things. Things are outgrowing their little plants, pots, my solo cups. And first we're going to do borage. So I've got 2 little borage plants in here. And the goal is to have 1 per cup. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And let's get started. So I've got my table down here. I finally got my new phone. So hopefully these photos will turn out, or excuse me, the videos will turn out much better. And then also I have much more room on my phone. I updated into the 21st century. I went from a 6SE, which is like Fred Flintstone, and to an 11. So I'm curious to see. It already looks like from my screen, the phone is much bigger, but the quality already looks much better. So I'm going to plant 2, one of which, as you remember, already has a little name tag. So I only need 1 more. So I'm going to write on here borage. Oh, I can hear my kitty crying. I gotta let her in. Hold on. It was Stitchy. He was in the mud room on the back porch. He's right over here. Stitchy, come here. Come here. Come on. I can't pick him up. He's kind of big. Come here. You want to be on YouTube today? Look, there's Stitchy. He's turning into a love bug. He cracks me up. He never used to be that way. All right, so back to the task at hand. I've got my little name tag. So I'm going to take this one out, and I'm going to gently loosen the soil, turn these upside down, and look at all these roots. That's amazing. So I'm going to gently find the halfway point and gently tease these apart. So one is just going to go right back in here. Actually, I'm going to leave a little more soil. There we go. Put him in. Hang on to him. There we go. And then we'll just put some soil around that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. Yay, first time for me growing borage. I'm very excited. It's supposed to be very medicinal. And also, I believe it's really good to attract pollinators. And I think it's good to deter some bad insects. We'll find out. All right, so a little too much in there. Here's the other little fella, gently. For some reason, this is a fella. I don't know why. And these are all grown from seed, which every year I get more and more confident. Some things I cannot get to germinate, like cone flowers or echinacea, if you will. I've tried and tried. I even bought some new seeds thinking the old seeds were not viable. And what I found out that the nursery, Winter Gardens, tells me what she does is she puts them on a seed mat, a heating mat. And then they germinate every single time. So I'm like, well, shoot, I don't have one of those. But what I do have is a heating pad. So I guess I could sew some in a little 6-pack and put some kind of a little drainage tray, put them in that, and then try to germinate them that way. It's worth a try. I still have seeds, so I really want those, to add those to my herb garden, and because those are very medicinal as well as beautiful. Okay, next we're going to do Black Magic Kale. I've never grown these, but they're awfully beautiful. They're purplish blackish. So I'm really excited. They look healthy and wonderful. But each plant needs its own home now. So Black Magic Kale. Black Magic Kale. And I think I only planted like 2 to 3 seeds per cup, just because kale is so prolific. The more you pick it, the more it grows. And if you grow too many, then you run the risk of wasting it. So I didn't want to do that. I've got too much dirt in here. There we go. Come on over. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this to see what the flavor is compared to the first year I grew kale. I did the dinosaur kale, and that thing just went nuts. And I just kept picking the leaves off the bottom, and I just kept, it would just keep growing more out the top. And I made kale chips, and I put it in my smoothies, and then I dehydrated a whole bunch too, so I could add to soups and stews and that kind of stuff. Okay, so there is Black Magic Kale, and this one needs its own little home. So this is what I do as I plant multiple seeds per cup, especially on my tomatoes and peppers. And those you do the same thing. I'll probably put 10 to 15 to 5, who knows, how it depends on how many of what you want. And those don't mind their roots messed with, and it saves you space. And then obviously eventually you have to pop these things up and you run out of space. But for the time being, as far as starting your stuff, this works great. All right, so now I have 2 Black Magic Kales. Next on our list is, these are purple top rutabagas. And I do believe there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, oh, there's actually 4 in here. I thought there was only 3. Now, yes, rule of thumb, these are root plants, and they say they don't like to be messed with, but I did this last year and it worked out just fine. Okay, so I want to do 3 of my name tags, and you get the idea. I mean, this is exactly what you do. The only thing that I do not plant in the house are, as far as root vegetables go, are carrots. Carrots do not like the roots messed with at all. But all these other things, oh, and radishes, sorry. That is a definite no. Those I direct sow. Purple top rutabaga. And then obviously once you pop these up, they are getting bigger, so you have to move your lights up. And I have, towards the bottom here, I broke down, and the lights are higher. And then I broke down, we went to Harbor Freight the other day, and I got another one of their lights. It's just part of the nature of the beast. I suppose next year I'll probably end up having 2 of these rolling shelves. Shh, don't tell the hubby. All right, so we've got all our name tags. And there should be 4 in here. Whew. And let's see, let's gently, ever so gently tease these little guys apart. These guys are super close together, so hopefully they'll be okay. There we are. Then after you get done with all these guys, you want to water them in really well. Just like anything else. And I've kept my seedlings pretty well watered. So therefore I bottom water everything, and then I kind of spritz them a couple times a day, just so you don't get the lights. It kind of dries out the top of your soil, and you don't want that to happen. It's called hypertropia or something like that. And once you get that on your soil, then you cannot get the water to penetrate from the top part. All right, we're getting closer to our goal here. We've got 2 more. Gently. Come on, little fellas. All right, this little fella's gonna go right down in there. The nice thing about this, starting your seeds indoors like this, when it's a nasty, gloomy, cold, snowy day out, you still get to play in the soil and you stay nice and warm and dry. So that's kind of a cool thing. Okay. Rutabaga. I sent this upside down, darn it. That's okay, it'll work. Come on, get down in there. Okay. Rutabaga number 3, and then finally our 4th and final. So that means I think I planted 4 rutabagas. So that means I had 100% germination on my rutabagas, which is awesome. And I believe my rutabaga seeds are in my gardener. They're going to be much happier, and they'll start getting larger too, since they have their own space. And then once you pot everything up like this, they'll eventually run out of nutrients, because they're getting brand new nutrients because you're introducing them into new potting soil. But eventually they'll run out of nutrients, and you just want to use a good organic fertilizer as directed. But since they are seedlings, you'll probably want to dilute that even more than the instructions tell you to. So there you have it, little rutabagas. There's 4 of those little guys. And so far, it's almost time to trim the onions again. Those little guys are growing like crazy. Next, I think I'll have some cabbages that I need to pot up. They're not quite ready yet. I kind of wait till they get up to the lights, and then, because I don't want the lights to burn them, and they will. And then yesterday, I bought these guys. These are sweet potatoes. I tried to get organic, and I went to Winco. Unfortunately, they have some organic stuff, but not a lot. And I could not find any organic sweet potatoes. So I am going to put these in some water. I have a video on that. You can just pull it up. And it's propagating or growing sweet potato slips by the pick and coop, and it should pop up. And I just put them in a sunny windowsill, and they get all these little sprouts coming up, and they're called slips. And once the slips get up about 6 inches, you gently just kind of pop them off, because wherever these little eyes are, that's where the slips will grow. And you gently pop those off and then put those in a glass jar of water. And these take quite a while, so you do want to, and you can't really plant them out till it's pretty warm. So I would start these guys now if you plan on growing sweet potatoes, and there's so many different varieties. These just said sweet potatoes. Who knows what kind these are. I got 3 this time. Last year I think I did 2, but this year I'm going to go ahead and try 3 and see how that goes. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope the sun is shining where you are. If it's not shining where you are, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and stay warm. God bless you all, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I'll talk to you later. God bless. Bye-bye.